Eddie, back to face your former club on Saturday. Your thoughts ahead of the game?
I think it's a really good game for us. I think it's an incredibly tough game. I think Burnley have surprised everybody this season with how well they've done. But they've done it, and they've really been consistent as well. They've had a settled team where they've kept that continuity in selection, and they've got a front two that have scored a lot of goals. So it's a good combination really for a successful season, and they deserve all the credit for that.
Just tell us about the front two of Danny Ings and Sam Vokes. You obviously know about both players. Does that make it easier or more difficult to sort of prepare for them?
Oh yeah, we know about both players, but they're both very good players. Known them for a number of years, and really believed in both players in terms of their ability to score goals, and not only to score goals, create goals. I think they're an old-fashioned English pairing, really. A big, strong target man with a really intelligent, quick, nimble front player behind him, and they've worked incredibly well. You look at a lot of Burnley's goals they've combined for them. So a really good partnership, and one that we're going to have to try and stop if we're going to get anything from the game.
Not the only two players you know there. There's quite a number of players who are still there that you took to the club as well, so they've obviously got their strengths as well.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I would say about their squad is they're very good characters, good players, and I'm just really pleased for the club that they've been able to put it together and go on this run. Full credit to the manager, Sean Dyche, for what he's done there. I mean, he's done an incredible job, and they've got a very small squad, but a squad full of quality. I'm just pleased to see the team and the club on the up.
You obviously won't need too many scouting reports on them, but you know, have you had any strengths and weaknesses to look at?
Well, I think you don't need too many scout reports from my perspective, but no, I've watched games as you have to, and I've been impressed with what I've seen. They played QPR there recently and did really well against a really strong QPR team. So yeah, we know about their strengths, we know about any potential weaknesses, but we're going to have to be back to our levels that we were against Nottingham Forest and Leicester, where I felt we were unlucky not to pick up more points. And we're going to have that same approach to this game, and hopefully we can pick up more.
Obviously everybody will make a lot of you going back to Turf Moor for the first time. What sort of reception would you be expecting from the home supporters?
Don't know really. I'm sure I'll get a bit of stick. I think that goes with the territory. But I just think, from my perspective, it'll be strange going back. It'll be a difficult one. You know, a lot of good people around the football club, a lot of good people at boardroom level who I look forward to seeing. The game itself, I'm only going to be concerned about our performance and how we do, and you know, we're desperate to pick up points. But it'll be good to see some friendly faces again, but it's all about the result really for us.
What about your tenure there? Because there's obviously been debate about your tenure. You obviously felt you did as best as you could there?
I did a very honest job. I gave everything to try and make a success of the job. I think it was a difficult project that we took on. I don't think there's any doubt about that. A team freshly out of the Premier League with a wage bill that needed cutting, needed to raise transfer fees, needed to reduce the average age of the squad, needed to really start again and build a new team. And that was the brief that we were given. I don't think it went entirely as we hoped. I think that's fact. We didn't get the success we wanted. We wanted to break into the top six. We didn't. So from that aspect, we didn't do as well as we'd hoped. But in terms of the transitions and managing that transition, hopefully we did the job well enough. All I can say from my perspective, gave everything that I had to the job, and that's what I'd expect of myself. And I did that, and I can look at myself and be pleased that I gave everything.
Just turning your attentions back to the game on Saturday, an injury roll call ahead of Saturday. Anybody likely to come back? Anybody not, doubtful?
From coming back side, no, not at the moment. But we're hopeful with this international break will make all the difference to a few players. In terms of any fresh injuries, just got an illness to Ryan Alsop, who's got glandular fever, and I think that's where we are.